Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at patch 6.15's patch notes. Now we know we're supposed to get a ton of little side quests in this patch, we know we're supposed to get some PvP adjustments, so let's see what else they kind of snuck in this little patch in between. And as a reminder, data center travel is scheduled to be implemented in patch 6.18, so you should expect that in the next couple of months. Scrolling down to playable content, looks like it's just going to be starting with all the side quests we knew we were getting. Omega Beyond the Rift, the follow-up to the Omega Raid series, and of course the Endwalker's ending as well. Looks like just a couple of quests here. Goodbye, that, and a Heartless Hypothesis. As far as I know, this is the only, I guess, patch we're getting these quests, but I won't really know that for certain until after I do the second quest here. Also, Goodbye makes it really sound that way. Then we have Tataru's Grand Endeavor. This is going to be going throughout the entire expansion, so make sure you're keeping up with all of your old trial series, raid series, all that stuff, because they said we don't know which ones we're going to need to unlock certain steps here. Small business, big dream, simple enough. Somehow further, Hildebrand Adventures making his return after his hiatus in Shadowbringers, and he is in the Lakeland. Need to have completed all the previous Hildebrand quests, and of course having finished Endwalker as well. And it looks like there's just 2 quests in this patch, but there will be more in future patches. New side quest, the custom deliveries. These are the Ameliance custom deliveries of mothers and merchants. Need to have completed Go West Craftsman and Endwalker. I don't know if I've done this because I don't know what quest that is. So, little concern. I think I have done this one. I think it's like one of the really early custom delivery quests. I'll have to check. And then these are all just the follow-up quests, you know, having a satisfaction level of 4 and 5 in order to get the other 2 quests. The Archisadar tribal quests have been added. Starting with patch 6.2, Beast Tribe quest in-game will be officially renamed to Tribal Quest. Yep, we were well aware of that. And these are like most of the other dailies in the game. They sync to your level. So between levels 80 and 90, you can use them to gain some bonus experience while completing the daily objectives to also get more story and all the rewards, some of which are shown off probably later in these patch notes. Budding Adventure will become available after progressing through. Yeah, so this is something I mentioned in the other video. And then these are just all the follow-up quests. So, you know, just day by day, eventually you'll unlock these as your reputation levels go up. And then it just explains the, you know, how tribal dailies work, the currencies, the vendors, you know, all the basics in case you haven't done them before. New chapters have been added to, oh, this actually, here we go. Final quest of each chapter must be completed before it can be unlocked. Omega Beyond the Rift. So this means it's probably only one patch, as I suspected, but, you know, even still, I wasn't 100% sure until I saw that. Some new furnishings being added from the furnishing design contest. As you can see, just a few indoor stuff, some skewers, some whole fish roasted on a skewer. Oh, look, we could do jump puzzles. These are there for that particular reason, I'd have to imagine. I'd also assume these are all different items. Actually, you know what? These might all be part of one. Which, no, that would be weird. This has to be a bunch of different ones, just of different heights. That's a lot of different items then in that case. You have the Mage's Sisters as a furnishing as well, just being added. A few other things here also. Gold Saucer, new cards have been added. New NPC opponents have been added. Okie dokie, gotta keep up on that. New Archisadar roles have been added as well. PvP changes. We know Black Mage in particular is supposed to get them. I can see it down there at the bottom. So Ninja's getting a little bit of a nerf. Shukuchi, you can no longer sprint while you're hidden. So you'd have to sprint beforehand. And that obviously doesn't work because, you know, that's not how sprint works in PvP. So, yeah, there's that to keep in mind. And Mesui had its cure potency reduced by 2,000. Not too major, but Mesui, that extra heal and the occasional Huton gives Ninja an amount of tankiness that is surprising, especially when they're just trying to survive towards the end of being bursted on top of everything else every other job has. Looks like Black Mage didn't get as many changes as I thought, though. So Paradox, they made mention they were getting rid of the charges in particular. And Soul Resonance, they made mention of reducing the damage reduction on its effective damage reduction they just added. And the only other thing here is Nightwing no longer reduces movement speed. So it looks like it'll still be the 3 seconds into 3 seconds instead of what it was before. But all the cast speed increases, all the potency increases, it looks like they're getting to keep those. So they're taking out the most toxic things about the job, but preserving the things about the job they feel like were genuine improvements. I do think the cast time improvement was something that was warranted to keep. But I did think they were going to be reverting more because they made it seem like they were going to be reverting more. This is interesting. We'll have to follow Black Mage and see how it's actually doing after this with the other changes that it got in the previous balance patch. Then there's new items, new recipes. Following items can be sold, desynthesized, submitted. Oh, all the Moonward items. Thanks. I actually was holding on to those just for this moment. Emeliant's custom deliveries. This is just explaining custom deliveries and how they work. So nothing too fancy here. If you don't know, then all of it's explained in this little box of text. New items added to Calamity Salvagers, Gathering Points, Teeming Waters, Varieties of Fish. New mounts. This is from the Archisadar Tribal Quests, and these are also from the Archisadar Tribal Quests. So, new achievements, new music, new trophies, and what is this? Apparently the game doesn't work on Windows 7 and Mac 32-bit anymore. So if you were playing on those, rip. I mean, I don't know why you'd still be playing on those, but still. And then a bunch of resolved issues. Generally, I try to look through these, but it's always a bunch of it's a couple of things that usually end up surprising me. Oh man, okay, so this actually happened to Sly, an issue in Crystalline Conflict where teams were not declared the winner. Sly went against a team that somehow got 100% and didn't win, and then he pushed the crystal all the way back. They actually made the comeback, pushed it to 100%. Both teams were at 100% and got a draw. It's the worst draw of all time. And then, yes, also this. Entered overtime mistakenly resulted in a draw. I have seen that happen as well. I've personally experienced that one. Jack of Crystal will travel in the wrong direction. I saw this. I think this happened in... No, I saw a clip of this in a Lulu clip. That's what it was. I think it was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so a few pretty important things being addressed there. And then I catch a couple of known issues. Sleeping Gentleman dialogue is attributed to the wrong character. And an issue in viewing the minion guy where the description of the wind-up Archisadar overlaps its illustration. Okay, nothing too major. Anyway, that's going to be a wrap for patch 6.15. No Savage unlock. I didn't really think it was going to happen, but I had to hope in the bottom of my heart. So, oh well, I'll just have to keep clearing on the weekly and not winning anything. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for all the latest on Final Fantasy XIV. We're also going to be posting a slew of Final Fantasy XVI videos, basically whenever news is released. And, you know, I do Final Fantasy stuff in general. Anyway, thanks for watching. I got to go get ready for stream. So until next time, take care.